Do we have another sign language interpreter in the conference?
They'll come in after some minutes.
Or they will join us later?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want also to give this opportunity to my technical team members. I have seen Metet Jonathan from Technical University of Mombasa. Metet, say hi. Bwana Metet, greet the participants. Can you hear me? Metet Jonathan. If Metet Jonathan is still having a challenge with a device, I want to give this opportunity to my brother, another technical team member, all the way from Hungary, Daniel Koech. I've seen him. Daniel Koech from Hungary. Can you say hi?
Thank you, Mr. Pate, for this opportunity again to appear in this meeting. I am Daniel Koech, and I come from Bomet. I normally say that I'm from Kaboson or Cheleget village and Merigi, and I also come from Sagenya village in Bomet, and currently I'm in Hungary as a PhD student. Hopefully I will be graduating next year. I want to thank the panelists. I want to thank Mr. Pate and the members and everybody for appearing here to empower our people and ourselves. Thank you so much. I'm waiting to hear a lot from our guests. Thank you so much.
Karibu sana. Karibu Daniel. Metet, are you back? Jonathan, yes. Metet.
Yeah, Metet is back.
Okay, Karibu, just say hi.
Hi, good evening. My name is Jonathan Metet from Mombasa, from Technical University of Mombasa. Welcome, everyone. Thank you. Unmute yourself, Pate.
Mr. Pate, unmute yourself.
Thank you. Asante. Okay, before I give this opportunity to today's moderator to say something and invite today's guest, I would like to, in a special way, appreciate all of you for having time to join this conference, to learn, to share our different experiences, and also to learn from the guest. I want to recognize each one of you, and I want to urge you to remain keen, because I know today's topic is an inspiring topic, because it's about opportunities. It is about even the disruptions that the technology we are yet to experience will bring about in different sectors of economy. So it may affect you in one way or another. It may also be a blessing in disguise, because we know normally when there's technology brings both positive and negative impacts in the society. So we remember there was a time when tea estates, tea sector, used to utilize the normal casual laborers to process tea. But after some time, we had the introduction of plucking machines, and there was a lot of resistance. Today, there is a lot of efficiency in plucking of tea, but what I know, it has resulted into either positive to the sector because of increased production, increase productivity and maybe quality of the raw materials. But at the same time, it led to the job losses, mass job losses. So the same way artificial intelligence and machine learning may also have the same impacts going forward. So I know, because it's not my day, the chief guest of today will tell us all about this artificial intelligence in that way, and we learn from there. So without wasting my time, my friends, I would like to keep this opportunity to none other than Esther Ingolo, former Radio Maisha presenter. She's a media personality. Currently, she's the director in Mombasa County. She'll tell us more about herself briefly, then introduce the guest of today and take over from there in moderation. Then I'll sit back and also follow. So in a special way, just allow me to introduce Esther Ingolo to take us through the rest of the sessions. Karibu sana, Esther. Maybe you can.
Thank you very much, Mr. Betts. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. I don't know whether you are comfortable if you can have your video so that also we can watch you.
Okay, I will switch on the video, but just let me do the introduction first, and then I'll do switch on the video so that you can be able to see me better.
Okay, karibu sana. Karibu.
Okay, asante. Thank you very much, Mr. John Bett, the technical lead for the Community Interactive Hub in Kenya. I'm privileged to be able to moderate the session today. Thank you very much for considering first to have me on this conference this evening. I totally appreciate, and I'm humbled by the gesture to be able to be of service to this particular community. Second, I'd want to welcome everyone to this evening's conference, the Community Interactive Discussions Hub online conference, which is happening today from 8 p.m. To 9 p.m. I'm looking forward to very interactive sessions and a very good discussion that we'll have this evening, beneficial to all of us and of course interesting and exciting as well. As Beth had mentioned earlier, my name is Esther Ingolo. I'm a media specialist, a gender, disability and gender-based violence champion based in Mombasa, Kenya. I also do moderate and MC as well as a side hustle, as people call it. But that's what I love to do most as well. And I think probably that's what has gotten me to do this today. So I'll be your moderator today. So I'm glad and happy to be here and very excited to meet all of you online. Kindly, I would like to request that we switch off our mics so that there's minimal disruption during the sessions. I will allow you to be able to ask a question or have a comment, and at that point you'll be able to utilize on your screen, you can see where to lift your hand, and I'll be able to see and choose you to be able to say something. Or if it's a burning issue, or you feel that you probably would not be able to say something, you can always send a message on the chat box as well. So you can just be able to interact with us as we move on with the conference tonight. So I'm looking forward to the topic in today's online conference, which is artificial intelligence and machine learning, digital opportunities that are there and the disruptions, the different sectors of the economy. And of course, how we should prepare to cope. And I love this because first of all, the last statement that I used, how we should prepare to cope, I think for me stands out a lot because we all remember COVID and how we felt lost and in unfamiliar grounds. And for months, the entire world did not know what to do. And to date, we have not even fully recovered from the disruption and everything that changed since. In fact, before COVID, meetings like this were unheard of, but now it's actually a norm. You never would have had someone say, oh, I'm going to go have an online meeting. People believed that you had to meet physically to be able to do meetings. But look at where we are right now. We are doing virtual meetings. Before COVID, the digital space was not as vibrant as is it today. And as we speak today, I think all of you can bear witness that a lot of things are happening online. People are actually employed online. There are people who have never stepped in any offices. Some people actually have offices online, and there's a lot of people who are doing things online. So like Mr. Bet had said earlier, there are definitely opportunities, and also there's a downside to everything. And I think right now, when we talk about AI, I think most of you can see what Chat GPT can be able to do. You type in something and it brings you an entire a thread of what you requested for, and even goes ahead to prompt you and see if you'd like to, and give you even suggestions of what you would like to be able to do. And so I think this is a very timely topic for us to have. And also when it comes to issues of machine learning, I think we're seeing things of places where people are using robots to be able to do the work that ordinarily and traditionally would be expected to be done by human beings. And it is predicted that the future is going to see less people in the workforce and more robots in the workforce, as opposed to what we are saying today. And that calls, of course, for us to strategize and be able to have this discussion so that we can prepare ourselves for any eventuality when the world is going the AI and machine way. So without further ado, the evening is not about me. We have a very special guest who's going to do a presentation on artificial intelligence and machine learning and opportunities and disruptions it will create. A gentleman who is very well versed with the topic, a gentleman who will let me say, who will definitely unpack for us everything we need to know about artificial intelligence and material learning. I'm informed that he's very excited also to be able to be here tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the man himself, the man of the night, the CEO of Amtech Technologies, Mr. Pius Sigey, to be able to give us your presentation. Karibu sana, Mr. Sigey. Mr. Sigey, can you hear me? Mr. Sigey, are you online?
He's actually online.
Okay.
He's online. Yeah, he's online. So just let us give him a brief moment.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think now he's reconnecting.
All right.
In a second, he will be live. Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to request that you be patient as we allow our chief guest to be able to prepare himself accordingly. Thank you very much for your patience thus far. As he prepares, please remember, you can be able to utilize the chat box and already even give any comment you would have so far about the topic. Would want to know if it's a good choice for the topic as well. And also say anything you want to say. Hi, it's fine. Would like to basically be able to interact this evening. Mr. Sigey, when you're ready, yeah, let us know, please. Thank you very much, Kipkemoy Bet. I can see you say that hi, hello, right back. And thank you. I can see we have good numbers. We have about 45 of us. That's a very huge number for us to be here. Thank you very much. And also, thank you very much, the sign language interpreter. This is very encouraging. A beautiful way for disability mainstreaming to be able to make sure that our friends who are hearing impaired can be able to also follow through the conference tonight. So thank you very much also for doing a brilliant job in signing for us tonight. Thank you. If you probably want to join in through a call, I'll give time for that. But at this point, we are waiting for the presenter to be able to come online, and so we can have the conference going on. Thank you very much. I can see your chats in the chat box. Patrick Rono, thank you. You said that was a very good introduction. The topic of discussion is well timed. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to that as well. Fred Arapto already has a question. Thank you very much, Fred. I'll keep that in mind as we wait for the guest. Maureen James said, kindly let's all have our cameras off unless you're speaking to avoid confusion for the deaf people. Oh, okay. That's good. Save for the sign language interpreter. I think that's a good suggestion that we have our cameras off so that we do not confuse the hearing impaired who are with us online. Thank you, Maureen, for that. Thank you. Thank you. Please send us a hi, send us a good evening, send us a warm cup of tea. Beth said that a lot of the areas is raining, so it would be nice to just know that we are together. Mr. Sigey? Bet, please check. I'm not sure if Sigey's mic is on or he's muted. Let's just check so that we make sure that we've done due diligence and just ticked all the boxes. Just check his mic, please. I can see Fred Arapto with another question as well. Thank you very much. I'll keep saving the questions for later.
Sigey has indicated that he's ready, but
Okay.
I don't know what his problem. And I can also see that his mic is on.
Okay.
Mike, maybe you can just put on your video so that we know that you are ready, as even as you struggle with your mic. Put on your video, go to video mode. He has indicated in the chat box that he's ready.
Yes, yes.
We cannot hear you. Maybe you can just tell us what could be the problem. Sigey. Okay. So, Sigey, I think it is your turn. Are you experiencing any problem? Pius? Hello? Can you hear me? You can also communicate through the chat box so that we can understand what the nature of the problem you're having.
Mr. Bet, you could also probably reach out to him as well.
Yeah, let me just
via phone so
Yes,
that
yes.
you probably understand and you can get back to us. Thank you very much.
Yes, yeah, sure. Let me just try to find out. I'll go.
I see there's many of you who want to join the call. I'm requesting for patience a bit, just so we give the presenter some time.
Let me just admit them as I find out the problem with Pius.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. So, thank you, Esther. Thank you, the team that has made this possible for today's discussion. And as said, my name is Pius Sigey. from Amtech Technologies and also as a consultant. I'm trying to put on the video, and I don't know why it's not coming on, but maybe I can continue with this. And basically today we want to talk about artificial intelligence and machine learning. And I just want to share my screen just a little bit so that you can see what we want to see today. So I'll just share just a basic screen so that we look at what is AI, and we shall look at disruption later on, but that's basically what AI means. So basically, this is what AI is about. AI is what is called artificial intelligence, and this one started long ago. Okay, I hope each one of us know when tractors came in. People used to go to farm, and there will be a lot of people on the farm tilling the land. And as soon as the tractor came in, those people who were in the farm were all eliminated by the tractor itself. So basically, that one started long ago. That is before even, I think, 1959. But now this one, the one that has come in now, artificial intelligence, is now getting onto our offices, onto our driving machines everywhere now. So it is disrupting everybody, and it is something which is very good, and also it is also something which it can really disrupt. So the difference between machine learning and artificial intelligence is that machine learning, as you can see from here, is basically a subset of artificial intelligence. There is something which I will get you through, what is called narrow AI. Narrow AI is basically those basic ones. And then we have what is called a strong AI. Those ones which reason, think, and do something which human being normally does it in a special way. So we have also something called neural networks, and then also what the big data and the deep learnings. So we shall look at all these basically today.
Mr. Sigey, your network is not on mine. Let me ask, are you getting Pius Sigey?
Yes, I can hear him very well.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Pius, we can hear you.
Yes, we are getting.
Okay, so maybe my network
All
is
right.
up.
Yeah. Before you go on, Mr. Sigey, please let me just request that we all switch off our mics. I can hear a bit of interruption, kindly. Thank you. Please proceed, Mr. Sigey, please.
So thank you. So I was just talking about basically the difference between the machine learning and the artificial intelligence. So, and as I said, machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. It is part of it. We have also what is called the big data. Those who are doing Python programming and analytics is also part of the artificial intelligence. People today, as we speak, that's what is called models. If you want to model a report to give you what is called profit and loss report for a specific company, the system will be doing that continuously without programming or without hard coding. Because basically you have done you are modeling to give you what you want, basically. So so this is just basically what I just want to give you, the difference between the two, and then now we shall go to discussion on. I'll just take you through what the AI means and what we have in part as part of the intelligence, the disruptions, and basically what is artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence just is the ability of the machines or like a computer to mimic human intelligence, to mimic how the human being normally does. And it's like it reasons like any human being, solving a problem, understanding a language, or even perceptions. The goal of AI is basically to create systems that can perform tasks that will normally require human intelligence. So look at just one of the very important example is like a chatbot, like a ChatGPT. You put something and it will give you the definition of everything that you want to do. Like face recognition on phones. Most of the phones, if you have like let's say iPhone Pro 15, they uses AI to recognize you so that it can be able to allow you to do what? So that you can be able to use that particular machine. You go to like America now, we have what is called self-driving cars. Okay, the one that is already in the market. Okay, you just go the car and then tell him that I'm going to A61. The car will just drive itself, go to A61, and that is what is called artificial intelligence. In the same case, as I said, machine learning is a subset of AI, which means it refers to a method which machine learn from data without specifically being programmed. Okay, if let's say basically, like in our case, some of the things that we do in the field is one. Whenever there is a market, let's say I come from Chebongo constituency, and there is a market for Chepunya market. What happened is that we have a system whereby the system will be able to tell a farmer that you already have some money in the milk, in the chilling plant, okay, offices. You have already 16,000. The system will tell the guy, you have 16,000 in your account available for you. Can you take an advance? And then you go to the market tomorrow on Monday. So the system will automatically tell you, go to your phone, Pinya *250#, and then you go to next, withdraw the money, withdraw the 16,000, and then you go to Chebingo market and now use that money to buy or to improve your productivity. So that is what is called machine learning. Okay, so those are the basic definitions, and what is happening currently is that those are what is coming up, and those things are coming. Some of it to disrupt what we do on day-to-day basis. So so that's the definition of the machine learning. So I just want to take us through the opportunities and disruptions across the sectors. Okay, and I will start with opportunities like in health sector. Okay, some of the critical opportunities in health sector is what the AI is doing is AI analyzes genetic data to personalize treatments. So in most cases, if you go to India, they have what is called precision medicine. They analyze your genetic data, and then they can now give you specific treatment that is required for you. We have also what is called diagnosis and imaging. That is the machine learning improve early detection of diseases, okay, like cancer via radiology AI. Those are some of the things which currently the imaging and diagnosis is normally done by the machines, not human beings. Before that, human being was being inserted something through the nose to the stomach, so that they can be able to pick that is the item to be put in the lab. But now there is nothing like that. They are using imaging, and that one is improving early detection of diseases, which it can be very, very bad for the for the human being. The drug discovery, if you go to DeepMind's AlphaFold, you find them that the AI accelerates pharmaceutical research, and that is something which is mind-boggling. You go to AlphaFold, I went there in 2024, and things that they are doing there is very, 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 very good. In that case, whenever now the machine learning improves early detection using the imaging, what happens? There is job displacement for radiologists, lab technicians, and administrative staff due to automation. So ethical concern of AI patient data usage, because some people also can be able to leak your data using the AI for other people to look at it. So basically, what is very important specifically is medical professionals should upskill on AI-assisted diagnostics, and also the hospitals and regulators must ensure that a privacy and ethical AI deployment. So those are some of the things that happens in the health sector. Let's go to finance and banking. Recently, there was a bank which lost 1.5 billion shillings, okay? And the same bank have already now, they're using now AI to identify suspicious transactions in real time, okay? Whenever there is any spike in terms of transactions that are being done using the system automatically will give a siren that maybe there could be a fraud in those particular transactions. algorithm on trading, especially people have now a system for trading. So the machine learning predicts like the stock movement faster than the human beings. And some of the people will make millions using the AI, whereas he's sitting somewhere or sleeping, and the AI algorithm trading is working. Personalized banking like chatbots, ChatGPT in customer service, which improve experiences. You go to Stanbic in South Africa, you don't need to just ask. You just ask, I want my balance. This is my account number. The system will just pull everything for yourself. And this one is that disruption for the banking sector is they reduce like traditional bank tellers, loan officers, and financial analysts. Cybersecurity risk like AI-powered phishing and deepfake scams that is now being taken over by the AI, whatever. So what should happen is that bank must invest in AI security measures, and also finance professionals should learn AI analytics like Python, TensorFlow, etc. So those are very, very important. In terms of like manufacturing, predictive maintenance, you go to manufacturing and the system will be able to tell you already I'm tired. That means AI reduces machine downtime by forecasting failures. Supply chains, self-driving trucks and warehouse robots. You go to like Kiva, Amazon robots. They do a lot of work for the people. Smart factories like IoTs, AI that's optimizing or production efficiencies. Those are some of the things which are very, very, very important. And in that case, job losses and that is for assembly line workers. Small manufacturing may struggle to afford AI adoption because they still a bit very, very expensive. When we get also to what should happen there is that workers should intensify and also learn on robotic maintenance and AI supervision roles. And also the government might support the SME in terms of digital transformation. By government should be able to maybe to support more of AI for the SMEs than before. Retail and e-commerce, okay? I think I've talked about personalized recommendations, automated checkouts, that is cashier-less stores, inventory optimization, AI predict the demand trends, and maybe tell you, don't buy this particular equipment, just buy this one because this one is not needed maybe in the next seasons. The disruptions are there because decline in traditional retail jobs like cashiers and stock clerks, increase in competition from the AI-driven e-commerces. In education, what happens in education? We have what is called AI tutors now, okay? Automated grading, okay? That is AI speed up assessment for teachers. Lifelong learning, that is AI recommends upskilling of paths based on job markets. People, like if you go to university, some people are still, let's say, learning C and C++, okay? Whereas the AI is telling you just learn Python, just learn maybe C# or just learn Java, because that is upskilling the skill based on the job market that are there. Because disruption in education is very, very huge, because reduce needs, that is need for traditional teaching roles in standardized subjects, digital divide, that student without AI access falls behind. So teachers should integrate AI tools in classrooms, and the government must be able to equitably AI access in schools. That is for now and also for future. Agriculture, I think Beth was talking about. There was some time when people was trying to say no to machines in tea farms. Okay, precision farming is very, very important now. Drones and AI optimize irrigation, pest controls. If you go to like that is the former AHP, those are what is happening. Automated harvesting. Okay, nobody like in some of the farms like in Kericho is that they are using AI-powered robots picking crops efficiently, and there is the exception there is reduced labor. That means demand for manual farm workers decreases. High cost for small farmers to adopt the AI because the equipment are still not very, very cheap. They are still very, very high. And in that case, the farmers should collaborate with the architects, startups, and also the policymakers must subsidize AI tools for rural agriculture. So basically, what I mean is that I just picked at least six, that is the 6 areas where the AI and the ML opportunities are there and disruptions. That is, I picked at healthcare, which I'm just giving an example so that we know exactly what we are saying. I picked the finance and banking for fraud detections. I picked for manufacturing and logistics, like predictive maintenance of the equipments, and retail and e-commerce. That is where automated checkouts are there. And then also I picked on education, and finally on agriculture. And that is basically what is affecting us in Kenya. So, so how do we cope with the AI-driven disruptions now? Okay, especially for individuals like most of us. So what I'll suggest basically is, number one, is we need to go to class and learn AI. I know whenever you go to the Facebook, whenever you go to Instagram, people will say, become the most dangerous person in the room. And I know that one will go on maybe for the next 1 year. From there, no, you never hear about it, but people will now be settled and they'll be already getting those jobs. So basically, we need to upskill in AI and digital literacy. You go to Coursera, you go to Google AI courses, you go to you go to chat boxes and get to learn AI as an individual. Number two is we need to, especially like those who are doing teaching, those who are like doctors, like lawyers, you need to adapt to hybrid roles. That is using AI like for diagnostics, marketers using the ChatGPT. You go to schools, you use Coursera to have what is called the AI tutors. You do a lot of things based on, you need to adopt the hybrid role. You need to be on both sides, because you don't know, maybe in the next 5 years, everything will go to AI, and you need to be, because there are some things the AI cannot be able to replace, okay? Thirdly is to develop some soft skills, because what happened is that AI can't replace creativity, it cannot create leadership, and also it cannot create empathy. So basically is you need to develop those soft skills which it will be able to make you to be, so that you cannot be replaced in future. For the businesses, basically is those, if you can afford it, invest in AI integration, okay? Automate repetitive tasks, and that is enhance decision making, make your report as easy as possible, because that is where the world is going. Number two is to make sure that anything that comes to your door, you need to reskill the employees. Train the staff in AI tools, in data analytics. Let them go to class for Python classes on analytics. Let them go to class in terms of Excel analytics. Like us in Amtech, we are training now on AI tools. We are training on analytics. We are training on Python. And every other day, we are getting more than 50 students on weekly basis to train on those ones. So it is very important to reskill the employees. The other thing is just basically to make sure that as a business, there should be the AI policies now. You don't need to ignore that. You ensure transparency, you avoid biasness, and you make sure that everybody has assigned something on AI policy, which can be able to make you safer in the future. Then for government is basically to do a lot of digital literacy initiative on AI education, and also that is prevent job discrimination and also data misuse, specifically to have the Data Protection Act. So make sure before you do anything or using the AI, you need to be aware of the 2019 Data Protection Act on data. You need to know the PIIs, those are personal identifiers for the individuals. Those are very, very, very important. And also support job transition programs like UPI, subsidized for reskilling. Those are very, very, very important. And what is very important basically is we need to embrace AI as a tool, not as a threat, because AI and ML will continue disrupting industries, but proactive adaptation can turn challenges into opportunities that are already there. People who are there, which are making a lot of money now, are those guys who are training on AI. So so basically, what the people who are doing a lot of training on AI basically are the ones that are earning a lot of money now. So there should be continuous learning. Don't ignore those guys who are saying go to class and become the most important person. No, no, no. You need to learn. And learning is not tomorrow, it is now. Because basically, I remember somebody was telling me about blockchain in 2012, when the Bitcoin was $250. Okay, so somebody came in 2019 and tell you, you know what? This was $250. It is now 7,000 USD, one Bitcoin to a dollar. So those people who listen in 2012, they are the ones who are having a lot of money now. So there'll be a lot of things that are there. Is the key lies in responsible AI deployment and then collaboration. That is, government, businesses, and workers must align with the strategies. And the other thing which is very, very important is that once you are already in with the AI, make sure you align yourself with the industry that you want to work with. You cannot be in AI in tutoring and also at the same time you are in AI in the industry. So those are very, very, very important things that are that are very important. So I think I've talked about disruptions, I've talked about opportunities, and we are all aligned in that, because in the next few years, nobody will tell you that you need to learn AI. AI will be for everybody, and the AI will be something which each and every one of us will be coming in. I hope when I was just showing you about the division of intelligence, there was something which is called narrow artificial intelligence, and specifically, this is what is around us today, like email spam filters, text to speeches, speed recognition, self-driving cars, e-payment, Google Maps. Those are what is called narrow AI intelligence, and those are what is very, very important. And then we have the strong AI, okay, and the strong AI basically is that one now that mimics the human intelligence. It indicates the ability to think, learn, and communicate, and it's a true intelligence that is there. And one needs not to decide if a machine can think. One need only decide if a machine can act as intelligent as human being. That is what Alan Turing said. That is in 1959, and that's where we are going, and that is something which is very, very important for us now. And for those people who want to learn more on intelligence and machine learning, the programming languages that are very, very important for that is, number one is Python, number two is Java, number three is JavaScript, number four is SQL. There is another language called R. There is also Lisp, and those are very, very important languages that you can use when you are learning the artificial intelligence. So I think with those few remarks, I want to take back to Ngolo so that we can have some session of question and answers so that we can continue. Back to you, Esther.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sigey. Thank you. That was really brilliant. I can see people clapping. If you want to clap, there's an option of an icon that you can clap for Mr. Sigey for really delving into the topic. Thank you. I can see the claps. I hope, Sigey, you are checking your screen. A lot of people are clapping for you for a good presentation. Because I was just listening in, I noticed that all the sectors have actually been touched, including health, manufacturing, banking and finance, retail and e-commerce, and even teaching and agriculture as well. Meaning that, like you said, everyone now has to be able to learn AI as a way to cope. So I can see several questions. I'll start with the questions that are already in the chat box, and then I'll give an opportunity also to the ones who've raised their hands. So we started a bit late, so we are going to extend by about 15 more minutes. So Mr. Sigey kaa tayari kwa maswali. So I'll go straight to the first question. And I'll ask 3 questions. Then I allow you to respond, Mr. Sigey, and then after that we can go to the next batch of questions, if you don't mind, sir. Thank you. So There's a question from Fred Raptor who asks, does Kenya have a national strategy or roadmap for artificial intelligence? And if it does, how can citizens, educators, and developers contribute to that particular national strategy or roadmap? Thank you very much, To, for that. You also have another question. We've heard and seen a lot about how AI is changing the world, but what exactly should an ordinary Kenyan be doing today to prepare for their future rather than fear it? I think you had delved into this, Mr. Sigey, but I know in your wisdom you can be able to respond to this particular question. And then there's Dennis Kipngetich, who asks, recently His Excellency the President emphasized the need of Kenya to have its data firewall, which is important in data protection and digital sovereignty to safeguard national information from external interference. So then the question would be, how can AI be leveraged to enhance such systems without compromising the citizen privacy? I think you can be able to respond to that, Mr. Sigey, as we wait to see. If you have another question, kindly send in the chat box. Alternatively, you can raise your hand and join in the call, and then after he responds, we can be able to allow you to be able to do that. Patrick Rono says, good presentation, Mr. Sigey. Mathieu Beiro Teach has also asked a question. I'll come back to that after you respond to the three questions, please. Proceed, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So I think I will start with the first question on about aligning. Does Kenya have like a master plan for the AI? Okay, so I think on 27 March at KICC in Nairobi, I know William Kapoko was there and the principal secretary, John Tanui. And what was there, it was about aligning with the digital masterpiece of 2022-2032 Vision 2030. And they had like some core pillars. One was AI digital infrastructure, and the other one was data ecosystem and governance, and the number 3 was about AI research, innovation, and commercialization. And I think as in Kenya, part of it is, partly there is already a strategy which is there, and from the 3 pillars, the AI, digital infrastructure, I think they were talking about expansion of fiber optic and internet access, upgrading of data centers for the AI and cloud computing, and also about emphasizing on clean energy adoption, that is the geothermal, to assist in terms of the power usage. And then I'll just go to number 3, was about establishing an AI research hubs, focusing on most of the places for local languages, computer vision, that is in agriculture, in medical, and in businesses. I think those was very, very important. And I think what the government should do is basically to do a lot of investment on research, FDIs, and mobilizing local ventures, and also supporting the startups, because the startups are there, and I think they are very, very important. So key thing is that Kenya strategy is a comprehensive multi-stakeholder blueprint, which I know Kenya want to become the #1 AI leader in Africa. That is to building on modern infrastructure. And then the critical bit which should be able to come out very clearly in Kenya is about ethical governance in terms of AI usage, because I think in Kenya there's a lot of democracy, and in that case, what is very important for the government is ensure AI benefits to all citizens by addressing the real challenges in health sector, in education sector, in agriculture, in governance, in businesses, and also in economic inclusion. And so AI significantly enhance when I go to the firewall, that is what is called the data firewall security, by making it smarter, adaptive, and proactive. And here is how it does, as the president was saying, is that intelligent threat detections. That is, we have a lot of CTIs. In fact, as part of our AMDEC strategy, is we are developing a CTI for all the circles in the country, whereby that is the circles, whenever you install our software, it will be able to detect any fraud, detect any malicious, any phishing, I think that is coming to your way. And I think when you talk about the ITD, that is intelligent threat detections, that is very important. Traditional firewall rely on predefined rules, but the AI enhanced firewall learn from historical traffic patterns. They learn from the AI, from the machine learning. This one, when it hit this spot, how does it come in? Real-time traffic analysis, that is the AI work. Automated responses, whenever there is anything that hits on your firewall, you need to be able to know. And then also finally, what is called predictive security. It predicts when this one will be able to hit. Whenever there is any zero-day virus that can come in, the system will already tell you there is a zero-day virus which is coming in. So you need to do 1, 2, 3 before you do. So those are some of the key examples about AI. And then I think the last one was changing the world. I think I've talked about it. So back to you, Esther.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sigey, for that beautiful response. And I think one of the questions someone is asking, and that's Patrick Rono. That good presentation. Thank you so much, Mr. Sigey. What are some of the risks of using AI? And I'm probably gonna open the queue and see if we can be able to get someone to respond to actually ask a question. Kindly, Bet, you'll help me with that. If we have anyone who wants to join in the call and probably ask a question, would be willing to be able to admit and allow them to do that. You can respond first to that question, and then we proceed with the rest of the questions. What are the risks of using AI, Mr. Sigey?
Thank you very much. I think key risk of the AI, though AI offers powerful benefits, but also come with some serious risks that need to be carefully managed. And number one is bias and discriminations. AI system can amplify societal biases like found in training data like racism, sexism, and even classism. Example is a bias in hiring tools that unfairly filter out certain candidates. So there is what is called bias and discrimination in terms of AI. Job displacement. AI automation threatens jobs in sectors like manufacturing, customer service, in banking, and even data entry. And risk of widening inequality if reskilling is not provided. Because if you don't know this particular tool, like let's say Python, the AI will tell you need to go home. Security risk, like adversarial attacks. When you look at the security factors, AI system can be tricked by specifically crafting input, e.g., like a self-driving car misreading a stop sign. You can change by misreading that. So it become if let's say there was an issue that happened in Tesla when the Tesla self-driving cars were parking, and there was something which the self-driving cars misread, and all the cars kept on just punching each other behind. So that is something hackers may use AI to automate cyber attacks like phishing and also password cracking. And if let's say most of the guys who are doing the hackers can use the AI to automate those things, it can be very disastrous. Lack of transparency, that is the black box. Many AI models, basically deep learning, make decisions that are not easily explainable. So you need to be very sure of what you are doing with the AI. Don't just pick what is in AI, copy paste, and put it even in your thesis. Already some tools that are being used in thesis and everything normally check on you whether you are using the AI or not. Then so there are also lack of transparency, misinformation, and confusing fake contents, over reliance of AI, which means some of the students, that's a very high risk. Students use the AI for answering the question, so they don't read. They know I'll get all the answers from the AI. I think those are some of the things that is very risk. So what we need to do is build ethical and transparent AI systems. That is what I am recommending. Also enforce regulation and accountability. The government should be able to account and check on what is happening in terms of like content being shared across. And also we need to prioritize on oversight and fairness in design. Specifically, if you are modeling something, you need to prioritize human oversight. Very, very, very important. Thank you, Esther. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sigey. Fidelis Kieti says, thank you. It was an insightful presentation. How can we reach you, as I'm interested in learning AI as a tool? So I'll allow you to please be able to tell the audience how they can be able to reach you as we come to the end. But I want to request Bet to unmute Dr. Joseph Kipiegon, so that he can be able to ask a question or the comment if he has. Please, as we do that, let's make it short and sweet, as there's very many people on the queue. So kindly allow people to also ask other questions or give comments. When you get the opportunity to be able to say something, make it short and sweet. Dr. Kipiegon, to you, please.
Thank you so much, members. Thank you, Sigey. I think the presentation has been very informative. My concern has been that the presentation really measured on already well-established ventures like businesses, banks, and all those. But I hope sometimes you will also get time to really expound on how AI can be used, especially for the creative and creative arts. I know some people who are gifted in singing. You must not be, in a position today to really think and hard on how you can come up with a song. AI music is there. I wish also we will get trained so much, because quite a number of us or the group here may not be employed. How we can tell our stories, our creative arts, our community engagement through the utility of AI. Because as we talk about CPC, how do we document those stories, our places? Because I have seen it established elsewhere. As we develop the curriculum of CPC or the CPE now, there is so much into so much career pathways. How do we utilize AI then to even tell our own local stories? For those of us who are from oral literature point of view, how do we tell those stories and document? Because some other communities have really utilized this and they are far much ahead and they are making a kill of it. All the TikTokers and all the other aspects of creative arts, how do we utilize this AI and ML to create jobs? Much as AI is taking so much jobs, on the other side, it is creating more jobs. That is my take. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Kipiegon. I think Mr. Sigey, you noted that. I want to go to the comments. Maraka Joel says, very good presentation and very informative. Julius Chepkonyi says it was quite an enriching and resourceful presentation. I would like to ask a question from Michael Omolo, who says, Mr. Sigey, as Kenya's digital economy continues to grow, how is Amtech Technologies ensuring that persons with disability are not left behind in the adoption and application of AI and machine learning tools, especially in areas like education, employment, and entrepreneurship? And then in what practical ways can local tech companies like Amtech collaborate with the DPOs, that is the disability rights organizations, to co-create inclusive digital solutions that are not only accessible but also empowering? I think Mr. Sigey can be able to respond on that, and then we can go to the hands that have been raised. Thank you very much. Mr. Sigey, over to you.
Okay, thank you. I think I will take on what Dr. Joseph said about even AI telling our stories, and about also the music. I think I just dealt with basically what is affecting most of us now. They were most of where we are here. But let me tell you, AI is used in singing and music creation. Okay, AI, we have what is called AI generated vocals. We have lyrics generation, melody and composition, tools like AIFA, AMPA Music, MusiNet. Those are some of the things which are very, very important, and they are being used by co-creation, and also artists using those tools to compose music faster. They explore new styles and also overcome creative blocks. In fact, I think what we need to do as a community interactive is that we need to bring all of them to maybe one class, all the musicians, and then we can be able to show them specifically how they can use these tools to be able to co-create and become more innovative. Things like voice cloning, okay, music remixing and style transfers, real-time performance tools, that is like auto accompaniment, voice modulation tools. There are many things that have come in which it really can be able to enrich most of our musicians. Holy Plus is very important, Tied in Southern, Endless and Splash. Those are some of the very, very important things that are there that are very, very important. Telling our stories is about there is a powerful thing and a concept like the culture note, memory identifiers. Those are some of the things which are enabling those guys to tell community stories, personal narrative, indigenous knowledges. They are there. They are all there that we can be able to use. And then finally, I think I'll just be able to there was a question about the AI and people with disability. And so I think AI has a huge potential to empower persons with disabilities by breaking barriers in communication, mobility, education, and employment, and access to information. So how let's say how does the AI support persons with disabilities? Number one is we have what is the assistive communication, speech to text and text to speech tools. Those are it helps the people with hearing and speech impairment. AI powered sign language interpreters like Sign All, Kintrans. Those are very, very, very important. Visual assistants for the blind, the AI tools like Seeing AI, that is by Microsoft. Be My Eyes with the computer vision, that is to describe the surrounding, read the text loud, and also identify people. The smart classes, that is for the people who cannot with the visual impairment. Mobility and navigation, that is the AI, like now the heli power smart wheelchairs. They've already done smart wheelchairs, and you can be able to get those ones. It will be able to avoid obstacles and navigate buildings. Navigation apps like the soundscapes, those are very, very important. Those are an AI. For the education is that it converts the learning material into braille, audio, simplified languages, chat boxes, and visual assistants. And I think those are some of the things which are very, very important. But they have some risk like of biasness about the cost. Those are some of the risks that are still coming, the challenges that are still coming there. Otherwise, AI transforming accessibility by offering personalized real-time assistance, which increases the independence, inclusion, and dignity for persons with disabilities. Those are very, very important. And those are very, very important questions. And I think the basic thing is that maybe continuously we shall be bringing more people to their communities, and then we shall be able to train them so that they can be able to use those tools which are already available for us for innovation, to be able to make more profit in terms of what they are doing, and also in terms of visibility, in terms of transformation, in terms of real-time, in terms of inclusion. Those are some things which are very, very important. So I think I will end there. Thank you, Esther.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sigey. Thank you very much. Thank you, Michael Molo, for the clap. I want to just reiterate that Mr. Sigey has sent his contact, his phone number, and the Gmail address on the chat box. Kindly pick it up so that you can be able to continue the conversation after we are done with the conference tonight. Remember, we just have a few more minutes, so I'll allow Bet to please allow Metet and I think probably Fred Raptor to be able to say something. I'm giving each of you about a minute or so because I can see we are totally out of time. So Metet and Fred Raptor, I think there's one more person who has raised their hand. Kindly allow them and then we can be able to wind up. Thank you, Bet.
Should I go first?
Who's speaking now?
Okay, I think just allow either Fred or Metet, then I will talk later.
Okay, kindly just you can unmute them so that they can be able to do that.
Okay, thank you. I'm Fred Arapto. I think I'll go first. I have, I think, two questions. One is burning. Well, in Bomet, we have not a very good reputation as in relation to technology. We know that most of our jobless youths who are somehow techno-savvy have been indulging in a kind of digital crime. We know issues of swim swapping, mobile money fraud, and phishing. And we know it's as a result of them searching for quick money and because they are jobless and in a way that they are not mentored. So with the rise of AI, this trend probably could worsen. So what can we do, or what should be done to redirect these digital skills that our youths have towards a positive innovation? And how can we prevent probably AI from becoming a tool for smarter crime? Second and last question, as I appreciate the insightful presentation by Bwana Sigey, well, this relates maybe to the Amtech, your company. Now, as you recruit, maybe when you are undertaking some projects that relate to AI, and you recruit maybe new employees, what are you looking? What do you look for in the fresh graduates, those who have graduated, as you want them to undertake the AI project? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Fred, for those questions, and thank you also for keeping it short and simple. Bet, are we having Metet ask the question as well?
Metet, do you have anything to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a question, just on the issue of the presentation has been very cool. The issue of auditing process. Now, in the emergence of AI, now what happens now to auditing process, or it also should be?
Do we still have you, Metet, or we lost you?
Yeah, you heard me, or I repeat again? Eh?
Yeah, kindly repeat because you went off at some point.
Okay, sorry, I was asking. Now with the emergence of AI now taking over the role of maybe the human factor in the labor market, how about auditing process? Because in every process, whether a government or a private entity, there must be auditors, actually independent auditors. So how will that be handled now? Will it be still be done by humans or still AI auditor? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Metet. I think, Bet, you can allow Daniel Kibet Koech to also ask a question. He had raised his hand, and then we allow Pius to go with the three, and then also wind up the conference. Thank you. Daniel Kibet?
Yeah, yes, Kibet can.
Thank you, Esther. Okay, thank you for the presentation. I want to confirm that AI is really useful. In fact, I know Bet has been using it to take notes. That is, as we speak, I think there is some AI tool that is capturing the notes, and later on, all of us will get it. And even this meeting, I think it's a sort of AI that is bringing us together. Now, I wanted to ask Sigey, now that we come from Africa and especially Kenya, and we have so many languages, or let us say linguistic groups. Where I am currently stationed, I discovered that translators are really useful. And there is a lot of information out there. We have resources. Like in Kenya, we have so many linguistic groups. What's your suggestion on how to incorporate these other small groups in the translators that we have? Because I discovered that of late they have included maybe Kiswahili, but we still have other smaller linguistic groups or languages. And if it is done, I believe our people will really benefit because they will be able to translate the knowledge that is on the internet. For example, from the agricultural sector or whatever, into what they can do there at home. Are there ways that we can also contribute to the building of translators in our local languages? Another, there is a suggestion that I have also, that now that we have so many new AI tools, especially on helping us in academic work, I discovered that most institutions, even in developed countries, they discourage the use of AI, for example, in writing or doing research, writing articles, or even theses, because there is still some fear of the unknown. Like maybe people may misuse this AI and just use the shortcut and maybe deliver some publications or even theses without having made studies. What is your suggestion on that? Finally, somebody touched on the misuse of AI. I've been following from where I am what our Gen Zs are doing at home, and I've seen some leaders have been even placed in coffins or caskets, which is very unfortunate. Okay, how will you advise such people to use maybe those skills for content creation that can generate some income for them without without impacting on the lives of others? Thank you so much. God bless you and good night.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we go to you now, Mr. Sigey, to be able to answer those three, and then we'll proceed from there. Thank you very much. Mr. Sigey, over to you.
Okay, thank you. I think the first question was about how do we prevent the young guys so activities. I think that's a great question. And what I can say is that the AI itself does not cause fraud. But if misused or misunderstood, it can make it easier for you to engage in fraudulent behavior or fall for it. So the call is to guide, educate, and design AI use responsibly to prevent the youth from abusing or becoming victims. So there are quite a number of things that it can be done. Number one is AI and digital ethics education. I think that is what the government is trying to do it now. Teach youth ethical uses of AI, just like teaching digital literacy. And then also, we need also to show them the legal risk and the consequences and long-term harm of using the AI for scams, like creating fake voices, creating like fake loan apps, identity theft. Those things, I think we need to make sure that we go back to our values and teach them this is what is right and this is what is wrong. School and churches like CPOs and youth groups can run awareness forums and training. I think before the USAID was cut off from Kenya, we had already done something with them, which it was really very, very effective, and we could go back to our villages and just promote and teach those guys what to do. So the other thing is that we need to promote positive use cases in most of the areas that we do. That means we introduce the real-time live example of how the youth are using the AI, like how to start a business, get freelance jobs. I'm very happy by this. There are some in our villages where they are getting a lot of dollars by making sure that they have a lot of content and people subscribe to them. And like today, somebody was just was withdrawing $1,000 in my village, and I was saying, yeah, this is very, very good, because those guys are solving problems that is in agriculture, in health, and by doing so, they had a lot of subscription in doing that. Also, access to AI is good. That is, it provides public access to the ethical tools. That is very, very important. We have now a group in our village where we are learning Canva AI, and also we are coding tutors, and people are subscribing. And we normally tell them, can you only subscribe for 2,500 for you to know how to do a Canva AI? And by accessing that, because we give them free access internet, and people really learn. They learn a lot of it, and it is becoming something which people now like can be able to design smart photos for some people, and can be able to be used maybe in churches or any other function. So critically, we need to monitor and police them. Also, we need to do a lot of role models and peer influence, and that is very, very important on that. And also, we build on local solutions, because I know, like in Kenya, we have been working with a company which is translating the languages, different languages, Kikuyus, the Kalenjins. We call it a digital green foundation. And we have done the AI chatbot that is for farming advices, for market price prediction, for even building agricultural transformative models. Those are very, very, very important. So there's also a question which was on new employee on fresh graduate on AI. Okay, so what we look at most of them is basically if they have a degree, and then they have like a degree in ICT or software engineering. So, but there are some people which are very sharp, and even if they don't understand the computer business, they can be able just to learn very fast. Okay, because what we do when they come is that we start with practical AI tools. So we start with ChatGPT, we start with Canva AI, Notion AI, Grammarly AI, Excel AI. So these are tools which make fresh graduates appear more competent, faster, and learn in terms of savvy. And then finally, upskill continuously. That is, learn the AI and data privacy, and then the literacy, which is very, very important. Say also ethically. That means you need to know what you are using it for, and the reason why. Yeah, you need to refine those particular things. So there was another thing about audit process on AI. So auditing AI system is essential to ensure fair and accurate, secure and ethical compliance with regulation. So I know currently there are audit, people are doing, let's say if it is a financial audit, if you do a model to do an audit for you, for the company, like let's say for Equity Bank, the system will do it for you without the people. So those are the downside of that, because a lot of people will go home in doing that. So the critical bit is that the only thing that you need to be very, very sure is whenever you are doing it, you don't need to be biased. You need to be security vulnerabilities that you need to check, because somebody else can introduce a small amount of money, or maybe in terms of income, and it changes the whole, that is the whole report. So you need to make sure that understanding the AI system that you are building is very, very, very important. So data sources, you also need to make sure that the data sources are not are checked properly before the model is run. I think those are the things that I can be able to contribute on that. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Sigey. I really want to appreciate the comprehensive question and answer session that we've had. It was very informative as well, and I love the questions that people asked, and I can see that probably this is a topic that we need to delve into another time as well, because there's still so much more to learn, considering this is actually a very new concept, and everybody either likes it or doesn't like it, but at the end of the day, we really have to have a grasp of what AI is. So I'd like to take this opportunity to hand it back to Beth John, to be able to proceed from here. Alafu tutajua vile tutafanya. Thank you very much. Beth, to you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Esther, for the wonderful work you have done. I would like to take this opportunity once again to thank Pius Sigey for the excellent presentation he has given today about AI and machine learning. I hope most of us will appreciate with me that indeed technology is advancing. This era we are now is the era of technology, and we keep things keep on. There is a lot of innovation, There is a lot of invention, and there is nothing we can do about it. Not unless we change accordingly by upscaling and improving our skills will be rendered redundant. Because we have seen that if I may just use few seconds, Sigey has highlighted that only six sectors of our economy, which he mentioned. I think most of those sectors are the sectors which contribute immensely to job creation and play a significant role in development. And you see that even medicine, AI has captured that. Agriculture sector, where I am now, unless I upscale my skills, I'm saying in the near future, we are going to be rendered people who are not in line with the technology and will be rendered obsolete. So today's discussion was very significant to all of us. And I want to appreciate Mr. Sigey for the excellent presentation. I want to appreciate also Esther Ingolo for the good work. The way you have moderated this online conference was very exciting and motivating at the same time, because you kept us glued to the presentation. I want to thank also the participants, because even the reaction that you provided really improved even the nature of the discussion. And we have learned a lot. It has been informative. Mr. Sigey, I see that you are a resourceful person in this AI thing, in this technology. And we'll keep on looking for you, because I didn't know that actually IT or software engineering and AI are the same. But all the same, what I can just say is that you have made this presentation very simple. You have informed us what we are supposed to do. We have known that unless we work hard, unless we continuously upscale and improve our skills, we'll be caught up, and we will have to blame ourselves. So I don't want to waste my time or to take my time, because the presentation was very clear, very simple. We learned a lot. We have interacted. Mine is only to thank all of you, to thank the presenter, to thank the moderator, to thank my team, that is the technical team, from starting with Metet Jonathan, Daniel. I also saw JP Watt and also Fred Arapto. JP Watt is also a member of technical team. I don't know whether he's still in. Let me just confirm. I think JP Watt today is not there. So all in all, today's participation was quite immense, because about 150 people registered, then about 70 also joined online, and they actively followed until now. We are almost around 40 people still following. So next week, we'll be having Senator Sigey, Bomet County Senator, to take us on the issue of oversight role the Senate is doing. Then after, we are yet to schedule another topic after that, but I will let you know. So normally when we are ending the conference, we end with a word of prayer, and I would like to maybe give this opportunity again to Fred Arapto to lead us in a word of prayer. Then we'll close this meeting officially. Okay, before I let in Fred Arapto, I would like to give the chief guest of today to give his final remarks. Normally, I normally give the guest opportunity also to give his final remarks, and also the moderator, maybe to appreciate the participants. So I can start with Esther, then Sigey. Asante.
Okay. So thank you very much, Mr. Bet. I'd like to take this opportunity to just say thank you, everyone, for joining in online, for also being very proactive with the questions, and also just being an engaging audience, and also listening through the entire conference. I really want to appreciate each one of you, and also for cheering us on, keeping clapping, raising the hand, and just basically wanting to interact. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. I also want to thank the organizers, led by John Bett, and of course, Jonathan Metet, who threw me under the bus, but I was up to the challenge. Thank you very much, Metet. We do a lot of disability mainstreaming work with him in Mombasa. So nawashukuru nyote, asanteni, karibuni Mombasa at one time. And Mr. Bett and team, if you want me to do moderation of another session, I'll be willing and happy to do that. I have really, really immensely enjoyed myself, and I would love to do this another time. So thank you very much. And also thank you, Mr. Sigey. I've also learned quite a lot on AI. It was not my forte, but now I'm actually quite interested to learn more about it. So I'll be talking to you over the email that you provided in the chat box. So asanteni nyote, and God bless all of you. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Sigey.
Mr. Sigey, may you give your final remarks before we wind up the session? Thank you. Mr. Sigey, can you hear me? Hello? Mr. Sigey? I can see you have already unmuted, and but we can't hear you. Hello? Once again. Hello? Let me just find out what could be the issue. Thank you very much. Yes, so the final remark is thank the team and for organizing this, and I think the key takeaways are one, AI is a tool, is not a replacement, so it should augment human intelligence, not replace critical creativity and empathy. The responsibility lies with the government, the individual, the developers and users. We all must collaborate and don't stay behind. Just go to class. Now, because the coming days, there is a lot of changes that will come in. So my final thought is basically AI impacts depend on how we develop and deploy it, and fostering
transparency, fairness, and accountability, we can harness for collective progress. Very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sigey. Thank you and welcome once again. Thank you and have a good night. Now, guys, we are going now to close the conference with a word of prayer. And I would like to welcome Fred Arabto, maybe to say just one word and then close. Then after that, we can leave at our own pleasure. Karibu, Fred.
Thank you, Bwana John Bet. Let me thank you first of all for organizing this. Let me thank today's speaker, Bwana Pius Sigey, for the information is shared with us. I think also let me appreciate Esther. I think she brought in some kind of a new touch and made the session better. I think way forward, I think we are on the right track. Well, let me appreciate also all the others and the opportunity that have been given to open with a word of prayer and also to close the session. Otherwise, thank you very much for all that we have learned. May God bless each and every one of us. And maybe in future, okay, let me just be brief and end there. Let's just go direct to prayers. Let us pray. Thank you, Father, for this time. Thank you, Lord, that you've given us ample time for this online session. We have had a successful presentation from our guests. Thank you, Father, for all the panelists, the translators, the sign language interpreters. Thank you all, Lord, for all the organizers of this session. We want also to thank you for all the members who attended this particular session. Lord Almighty, all the information we have learned, let it come to practice, let it be beneficial, let it help us. And we ask you, Father, that moving forward, Lord, that you will continue to enlighten us more as we continue acknowledging you that you are the Almighty. We want to thank you, we want to bless you. As we prepare to sleep tonight, oh Father, we ask you that you cover us with your precious blood. For it is in the mighty name of Jesus Christ we pray and believe. Amen. Amen. Good night.
Amen. And thank you.
Amen.
Man, thank you. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night, guys. Bye.
Amen.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good
Good night.
night.
Good night. Thank you. Promote me by selling a book from ideas to solutions.
Hello, Winnie. Is that Winnie of Turkana? Chepkorir, Winnie? Hello? Winnie, are you Winnie of Turkana or a different Winnie? This is just informal interaction now. We have ended the meeting. Winnie, I can see Chepkorir, Winnie. I don't know whether it's Winnie who I know in Turkana IT tutor.
No, a different one from Kericho.
Chepkorir Winnie is different. Okay.
Yeah, from Kericho.
Oh, from Kericho. Okay, so Karibu.
Excellent.
Mr. Pet. Hello.